We're continuing on here at the Elks Lodge. The fashion show has come to an end. The ladies did a superb job. With me now is my resident troublemaker who returned in 1999 to come on camera and do some problems, but despite all of the difficulties that I've gotten from her, she is still my favorite Miss Indiana contestant, and she's here to do a little visiting, and she did a baton routine tonight. Kelly Beyer Lawson, you were useful tonight. You did a routine, and then you helped out with the raffle, and you helped out with giving pie to people. I was glad to see you working tonight.
Well, you missed me setting up the tables and moving the chairs, and really I enjoy just being part of the whole thing. Performing or doing the raffles and things, that's just extra icing on top of the cake. I just enjoy being part of the system and seeing things go. I've been on the receiving side. Now it's time to have some fun and give, and being behind the scenes is as much fun as being in front of the camera.
Well, that's real good. Have you had a chance to really get into conversation with some of this year's contestants?
I had the opportunity to have dinner with them this evening, and it was really interesting to get to know. I've talked with a few of them. They've competed in our program before and in other programs, but it was really nice to just be real casual and comfortable with them, talk to them about their families and what they're going on at school. Right now is finals time for them, so things are kind of crazy, but we have a really great selection of candidates, really diverse. They all have really unique personalities. They're very down to earth, which is very rare and very special, and I think we're really in store for a wonderful Miss Duneland.
Ladies do have some dynamic personalities. They were really outgoing in the fashion show, some really attractive outfits, and I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to jump in there with a couple of them.
Well, I had the opportunity, but Mrs. Myrtle's daughter was here, and she's about that age again, and she'd like to start getting into things. So, of course, I stepped aside, and I got to have my moment in the limelight. It was really neat. Those outfits were all chosen by Jan Myrtle, the director of the Miss Duneland program. The girls had no idea what they were wearing until after dinner, and they just really showed their true personalities. As you can see, they're really a great group of girls.
How's teaching?
It's wonderful. I just absolutely adore my students. I couldn't ask for a better group of kids or better parents. I'm very happy.
What's going to be in store for the year 2000? What do you have in store for me for the year 2000 if we get together for tapings or with you?
Trouble, trouble, trouble. You only hurt the ones you love. Bill and I have a special friendship, and the closer you get to me, the more sarcasm and humor that we breathe into things. So if you've watched previous programs, you will know that we have a great friendship, and things just get a little out of hand. And
we won't mention any particular camera operators, will we, who've always been there for these tapings, right?
You booked them.
Now, Dan Smith has been on hand for a few of them. I want to point out that, unfortunately, due to the travel distance, we did not have a chance this evening to hook up with Jennifer Havens Hester. And Jennifer was in the Miss Indiana pageant a few times in the 90s. And also, the last time she was in it with you was in 1996, and we did a fun show. But the two of you were rather underhanded and got together with your little stunt with the hula outfit. And any comments on that?
We always like to have a good time and make others laugh, and sometimes it's at your expense, Bill. I'm sorry.
Oh, I bet you are. But Jennifer is going to be in town for the pageant. She could not make it this evening. She was going to do some singing. She's down in Tennessee right now, and I believe, is Jennifer doing some teaching also?
I believe Jennifer is teaching and performing in Tennessee. She will be performing tomorrow evening at the Miss Duneland program, as will Nancy Lynn Trenham, who was Miss Duneland 1992, I believe, before I was, and I will be performing as well, including Jody and the contestants who will be competing. We'll have a great night of talent. It's really going to be exciting.
And we also want to point out that when the pageant's over, you're going to be mopping the stage.
You have no idea. I am the stage manager, so I get to, push the piano on the stage, push the piano off the stage, Once again, it's just as fun to be behind the scenes as it is to be in front of the camera.
All right, well, of course, we'll be getting you on camera again. You've had a chance to hook back up with us. We appreciate you taking the time and working with us on some tapings. I have been helping Dan with his baton lessons. He's getting a lot better, and we'll have to get together and show you two, how he's been doing and how he's progressed from our show that we did in May at the station. So just thought I'd give you a progress report.
We know who's teaching who. Very good, Bill. I'm sure you've been working very hard with Dan.
Absolutely. All righty. A big thank you to Jan Myrtle, who is the organizer and director of the Miss Duneland pageant here in Michigan City, to the people at the Elks Lodge for allowing us to come and do the taping here, as always, to camera operator Dan Smith, and of course to Kelly Beyer Lawson, who always adds those wonderful insights. And best of luck to all the Miss Duneland pageant contestants. We appreciate the opportunity to visit with them. That will conclude this edition of Interesting Individuals. Please join us again soon.